Hello everyone, this is Angela from The Chaotic Life of a Planner. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be planning out the week of August 26th to September 1st. I can't believe it, September 1st. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is look at this current week that we're on. Today is Saturday the 24th. So some things have went well this week, some haven't. You can see, didn't do any of my workouts again. There's a variety of reasons, one of which is motivation, one of which is weather, and I'm kind of still trying to get into my groove of having a grandbaby in the house. Being a Nana is an adjustment period, I'm sure, for everyone. But it's a little bit different if the baby actually lives in your house, I think. But he is doing well. We are all adjusting to him, including my dogs. Like anytime he makes a noise, the dogs want to run right over to him and see what is wrong with their baby. So even though I haven't done any of my workouts, it's okay. I'm going to get there. We did pretty good on our meal planning. I decided to track Lucas's weights in here because he was not gaining as much as he should. So we have been supplementing with some formula, and that's been working out well. He's doing okay. But I decided I needed to have a place to track that just so that we can have a reference and not have to remember what day it was that he weighed what or whatever. I did do this. I need to go back in and fill in my steps for the week, even though I know it's going to be terrible because I think I didn't even wear my watch a couple days this week. All right, so I had planned to use a Planner Cait kit this week, like I do every week. But when I was actually looking at my kit that I had chosen for this week, I was like, oh, that's going to look terrible with the shaded box at the bottom. It wouldn't have looked too bad with this purple, but the weeks where it's two different colors really does kind of irk me a little bit. So I decided to try something different. And you guys, I'm not going to lie, I have no idea how this is going to work, but we're going to try and get through it. And when I'm done, you guys might be like, please never do that again. Or you might be like, hey, thanks for showing us something different. So I'm going to use this Erin Condren sheet. I only have one. I don't know. I just don't know, you guys. It means I'm not going to have any date covers. I'm not going to have very many appointment labels. So I just pulled a plethora of sheets that I have that are from Erin Condren. I actually really wish that I had some more to choose from, but I'm going to try to make it work. I only have these two sticker books, so we'll just see. I am going to probably still use some Planner Cait stickers, but we'll just see how it goes. So let's get right to it. I think the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just go ahead and leave this kaleidoscope box there. And I'm going to have to kind of reference some of my previous weeks a little bit just to see how this is going to work out. So I have a couple of habit trackers that I could pull from here. So let's see, I'm going to pull out my pages. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I did get a couple of videos uploaded this week, but definitely not as many as I would have liked to have had. Every day I had planned to film, but you know, life happens. So let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Hopefully my planner won't fall over. All right, I think that's good. So I am using the Erin Condren Life Planner. This is the colorful version, hourly layout. I do use the binder, but this does also come in a coiled version if you are new to Erin Condren. There is a link that you can click in the description box that will save you $10 off your first order. And it also does give me a little bit of a kickback as well, which I would appreciate. It'll allow me to bring some new products to show you guys in my videos. And there's also affiliate links that you can click down below as well that will cost you nothing extra, but gives me a little bit of a kickback and supports my channel. So thanks so much for doing that. I do use the Erin Condren weekly schedule pad, which I have linked down below, to do my pre-planning. So here's my pre-planning for the week. It's kind of a little bit of a different week. I feel like I say that every week, but it really is. So I think how I'm gonna start is just use this thin washi to mark off my Instagram section. I'm still gonna go ahead and do that. I've got quite a few big changes coming up around here, you guys. We'll talk more about it as I go through this week's plan with me, but I'm hoping that I'm ready for all of the changes. We'll just have to kind of see how it goes, I guess. But, you know, change happens, right? All right, so hardly ever do we have anything that starts at 6 o'clock in the morning. We are a homeschooling family, so I don't miss this spot at all, and I really do like having a spot to mark my Instagram. And I did not realize that that was just a hair too long, which is odd. I wonder why. But let's see if I can. I need to get like a little scalpel type thing. Like, I guess you'd probably call it an X-OXO knife, not a scalpel. But I don't have one yet, so I knew I was going to trim it a little too short, but it's going to be okay, right? It is not the end of the world. Okay. So there's that. I'm not going to do anything with the date covers or with the dates on the top. I'm just going to leave those how they are. I wish I had the kaleidoscope washi, but I don't. Every time I try and order it from Erin Condren, they're out of stock. So eventually I'll get it. Next thing I'm going to do is mark off my dinner time. That's been working out nicely, and I like the way it looks. So I'm going to mark off 5 o'clock, even though you guys know, if you've been around here, we never eat at 5 o'clock. If we eat before 7, it's amazing. But I'm trying to do better about that. And once we can get back on a regular routine, that will definitely help. Okay, so there's that. Trying to decide what I want to do with this thick washi. I'm thinking I'm gonna just go ahead and cover up the bottom. Let's see what it looks like. I have a feeling it will not cover up the entire. Oh, well, that's not too bad. So I think I'm just gonna cover that up. Okay, there's that one. I don't really need a ton of space for to-do list this week because I'm going to be gone. So it won't matter to me. I'm just going to leave that to have that shaded portion on the bottom. I don't know if this is going to tear nicely. I really feel like I'm going to need to cut it. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll just fold it like that. And then go ahead and, I'm sorry, I don't even think you guys could see it. So I just folded it like that, and now I'm just going to trim it. Okay. There's that. I might trim that a little bit more, but I'll leave it like that for now. All right, now I need to think for just a minute. I don't even have like a set of weekend stickers that I could use to mark my weekend, which is not the end of the world, but since that is normally how I would do my layouts, I'm kind of like, what next? So let's figure out my sidebar. So I'm going to use these stickers. Let's see here. So I usually track my steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would actually, I might have something else I can use to track my steps. Let me think about this for a second. So we can use this week for me to track my YouTube videos for the week. I love this rose gold. It's so pretty. I always think, oh, I should get, whenever I buy a planner that comes in a coil, I'm like, I should buy the rose gold coil. But then I'm always like, I don't want to pay extra money for just a colored coil. So I don't ever do that, but I always think that it would be a good idea because it does look so pretty. And I do love rose gold. Okay, so there's that. So that will be my videos for the week. I'm going to leave 4 spaces, so I'll go about there. I'm going to try and get 4 videos up this next week. I hope I can do it. There's that. So now I'm going to use a couple of these habit trackers. So I'm not going to do all of the, probably getting a little bit of a reflection. I don't know if I can, there we go. I'm not going to use all, like normally I would track 4 different habits, which isn't going to happen this time. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 videos, and then we'll do 1. Actually, I wonder how many I can fit. If I could fit them here. Let's take this off so I can actually see how big the sticker is. So how many? 1, 2, probably just 2, which I don't really think I like that very much. Probably could fit that 3rd one on there if I move that sticker up a little bit, but yeah, I don't really appreciate that as much as I thought I would. So let's not do that. Take these habit trackers off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll just stack these right on top of each other. So I want 1 for my vitamins and meds. I kind of had a few days this week where I did not take them like I should have. And when I tell you why, you guys are going to be like, that's so stupid. It's because I'm going to have a little bit of transparency here with you. They were in the camper. And apparently it was too much work for me to walk out my front door and just get them from the camper. I don't have any excuses, guys, but that is the reason. Okay, I'm trying to line this up. I'm failing miserably, but it's all good. Okay, there's that one. So I'm going to track vitamins and meds. I am not going to track a no spend because I'm going to be gone, so I am going to spend. So that might be it. Maybe I'll put one more in there just for good measure. I'm not sure exactly what I will track yet, but maybe I should track water intake because I've not been doing good about that, and I need to since I'm going to be traveling. Okay, there's that. And then the next thing I want to do, I still want to track my steps. So maybe I'll use this little important sticker and I will put it on this little green. No, we'll do this one up here. Let's see how this will fit. Okay, that's not terrible. I may end up with a different way to track my steps, but I'll use this for now. We'll just see how this goes. And then this one will go here. Oh no, I'm not going to have enough if I do that. Okay, so let's take off this yellow habit tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then now I don't like this color that I chose since I took the yellow habit tracker off. So I'm going to take the aqua. I told you guys that this was like a little out of my comfort zone, but we're going to figure it out. Okay, so there's that. And then I may put some kind of quote or something down there. We'll see. Excuse me. Okay, so now we're going to get to our weekly stuff that we have going on here. So on Monday, I need to figure out a way to notate that it is the first day of classes at UAF, and Benjamin is taking a class. So he's taking his first college class, which is exciting. I still need to get him his book, which I'll probably do that tomorrow. I asked him if I could take first day of school pictures, and he was like, no. I was like, come on, you're a senior. It's your last chance. So we'll see if he lets me do it or not. He has an orthodontist appointment at 1:50, I think. It's kind of his last one before he leaves. I'm gonna go ahead and see. I want to use this, but I don't like that it has the asterisk right there because I don't feel like it gives me a place to write the time, which I know is silly and I just need to be okay with it. But let's see what else I could use. I could use these, but I don't really love these. I know most people like these, but they're not my favorite. Let's see. I guess I am just going to try one of these and see how it goes. So let's use this one. So his orthodontist does have two offices, one here in North Pole and then one in Fairbanks. And he actually will be going to the one in town in Fairbanks this time since we didn't have a lot of options to make an appointment that close to when he went the last time. Michaela does have a meeting with, where did I put those stickers? With a lactation nurse. And I think I'm going to use these stickers right here. I like to use these to mark her appointments. So she has that. I think that's at 2:45. These are just some Planner Cait budget stickers. that were from a leftover kit. Hopefully it looks okay when I mix the two. Oops. So she has that, and then she also has an interview for a job that I want to put on here. But I can't remember what that time is. I think she told me it's like noon. So we'll put that right here. So I have first day of classes at UAF, Michaela's lactation nurse, Michaela's interview, Ben ortho. There is FFA this night, but Liberty is currently out of town, so she will not be here that day. All right, so the next thing, I don't actually think I have anything on Tuesday, except we do need to pack. So my plan for that was to use, and I don't actually like that, well, that's not terrible, was to use one of these little stickers. Maybe we'll put it up here, and then we'll just stack two of them on top of each other. I wanted a place so I could mark like specific things that I needed to pack. We'll see. I may not end up keeping that on there, but I'll do that for now. And I don't have anything else on Tuesday. On Wednesday, and here's one of these big changes that I need to tell you guys about. So you know that we are a homeschooling family. So my camera did its infamous turn off in the middle of recording again. So I'm not sure what you actually heard me say, so I'm going to start over. We have decided to have Liberty take a class at one of the small private schools in town. I'm sorry. None of my kids have went to public school in a really long time. My 20-year-old has actually never went to public school. So, and Benjamin and Liberty have not either. So it's been quite a while. It is a big change for her, but mostly for me, because now I'm going to have to drive her into town 5 days a week for an hour each day. And quite frankly, I haven't been tied to the public school schedule in many, many, many years. So I'm a little, I'm not sure what the word is. It's not nervous. It might be a little bit of dread, but I know it's going to be okay. And it's really what is best for her at this point. So my husband and I talked about it, and we just decided that we were just going to go with it. And we're going to give it a try and see how it goes. So she's very excited. So they've actually already started classes. I think when we went in on Friday to register her, they were on their 4th day of class, but she is out of town Monday and Tuesday, and then she'll start on Wednesday, and they said they'll have no problems catching her up, and they're going to be flexible with us about her time off. So, you know, we are still primarily a homeschooling family, and my husband does work out of town for 4 weeks at a time. So when he comes home for those 2 weeks, we like to be able to do some fun stuff. So I'm not really overly worried about like maybe a day here and a day there, but anyways, I told you guys there were lots of changes. I've had lots of interruptions. I have no idea what I told you guys, but regardless, this is her first day of school. And then Benjamin and I are flying to Chicago. So we'll be doing that. And then I need to remember, let's see what I can find to mark that. I have to turn in before I leave an application, which maybe I don't, maybe it's going to work out where I don't actually have to do it that day. I need to talk to Liberty and see. But I have to remember to turn in, let's see what I can use. It's called the VTE application, which is, I think that we've talked about this before on my channel. It's just a Voyage to Excellence school. That's part of our homeschool group's school district, I guess you would say. So I need to remember to turn that in before I leave if she's going to apply for the phase that is at the end of September. But I'm not sure if she is going to be able to do that now that she's going to take that class at that private school. But we need to just look at some dates and see how much time she's actually going to miss and all of that good stuff. So that's all I have for Wednesday. Thursday morning, we arrive in Chicago. And we need to pick up the rental car. I think we get in at like 7:31. I'm a little nervous about driving in Chicago. Mostly just because, I mean, I have driven in lots of cities. You know, I haven't lived in Alaska for my entire life. So I have driven in lots of cities, but I haven't driven in one as big as Chicago in a really long time. So I'm a little nervous about that, but my plan is to stay in a hotel outside of Chicago and then drive in to take public transportation somewhere and then be able to go do our fun stuff. So if you guys have any recommendations about where we should stay or what areas are safe, what we should do tourist-wise, I would love some ideas. So this is going to be Liberty School. I'm hoping Katie can bring her to school for those 2 days while I am gone. Go ahead and use this one. Excuse me. That isn't kind of one of the logistical things that I have to think about is when I am not home, like if I'm out of town for something. Liberty doesn't drive herself yet, so now that Benjamin is going to be gone, I have to make sure I have a way for her to get to and from school. Okay, so this isn't terrible. This is coming together. All right, so I'm thinking on Thursday that we will go to the Navy Pier. I think that's what it's called, like by Soldiers Field and all that stuff in Chicago. I'm thinking that's what we'll do. So I want to go ahead and mark that. There's supposed to be a bunch of fun stuff down there. Katie went to Chicago over spring break, and she said that there's a lot of fun things that we can do. I know we need to see the bean. Now we're on to Friday. I do need to mark groomers. The dogs have to go to the groomers while I'm gone. So the 2 older girls that are going to be home will have to handle that for me. I am going to use a Planner Cait sticker for this because I have these stickers that are specifically for the groomers, so I want to make sure I use one of those. I think I'm going to use this pink one. No, I'm not going to use that pink one. I should use this pink one so that it will match that. And it still matches the kaleidoscope just fine. So I think the dogs have to be at the groomers at 9 a.m. I'm going to put a little $sign right there so I don't forget to leave the girls money to pay for that. And then I think on Friday we will go to the Field Museum. That's probably going to be pretty extensive. I need to ask Benjamin which package he wants to do. Like, can do the one where you get to see all of the exhibits plus watch a 3D movie or whatever. So I need to ask him about that. And I want to leave some room on here to write what time and how much our tickets are going to be. That's pretty much all I'm going to worry about for Friday. Saturday, I know we're going to have dinner with Benjamin's friend Riker, who he's actually one of Benjamin's best friends here in Fairbanks, but they're going to play in the same hockey team, which is kind of funny. So we're going to, and Riker's mom's name is Angela too, which is hysterical to me. So we're going to meet Riker and Angela for pizza somewhere in Chicago on this day. So I'll write that in later. But other than that, I think we're going to do some shopping. We have to get some gear for Benjamin. He still needs a new hockey helmet. He did try one on here, but he said it felt weird. So I'm like, okay. So I need to try, and we just decided that we would get it there because we have so much stuff that we have to bring. I'm going to end up paying like an arm and a leg for our luggage this time. We prefer to fly Alaska Airlines if we can because they have the program, it's called like Club 49 or whatever, where, I'm not going to use that, where we can, if you're an Alaska resident, you can get 2 bags free each time you fly. So we would have gotten 4 bags for free. But every time I've checked airfare prices in the last, I don't know, it seems like a few months, it's just been so expensive to fly Alaska Airlines. So I haven't been booking it. I've been booking Delta or, you know, United or whatever. So even having to pay for luggage still was cheaper with the lower airfare rates that we were able to get, which surprisingly, it doesn't cost that much money to fly from Fairbanks to Chicago. So I was happy about that. And then Sunday, I'm going to use one of these little flags with, let's see, no, I'm not going to use that. And I will layer it. I know you guys can't see, but I'm going to show you in just a minute. Let's see here how this is going to work out. Okay, here we go. Sunday, and I'm going to try and put it in the afternoon because I don't want to do it too early. Benjamin has to check in with the Blackbirds team so that they know he's here. I asked them when we had to do that, and they said it didn't matter. So I want to wait as long as I can because that will be the last time I get to see my boy until he comes home for Christmas. So let's see how this is going to work. There we go. So my plan is to check in with his team, meet his coach, see the rink where he's going to be playing, and then take him to his host family. Meet them. We might meet them earlier in the day. We'll just have to see how that works. I should get his billet family's information. I'm supposed to have it this weekend. I don't have it yet, but I'm hoping I get it pretty soon so that we can contact them and figure out what we need to buy and all that good stuff. And then I'll have dinner with him. I'll leave him with his billet family, and then I'll go back to my hotel, and then the next day I'll come back home. which makes me very, very, very sad to leave him there, but I am super excited for him. He's going to do great things, and I'm sure that I'm just going to miss him. Okay, so I decided I was going to change something. I know you're not surprised. Just have to figure out if I want to use this one or this blue one. Which actually I think I'm going to take these off. Thankfully, Planner Cait stickers are repositionable, so they're not going to be wasted. I'm just not going to have them on here. And I'm going to use this ombre box from Erin Condren. So I'm going to do this here. Actually, maybe we'll do it down there. So I'm going to put that one there. And then I probably should have put one there so that I can make a list of what we need to buy, but let's see. Maybe I can put a quote or something in this one. And I can use another one right here, except this way. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. Let's do that. And then I can use, I know I have probably some kind of label that says like shopping or something like that. Maybe this will work. So this was just the thin washi. You don't see very much of it, but I don't actually think it's too terrible. And then I'm going to cut it versus ripping it because it's just such a tiny piece. I don't think it will actually cut very well. Or, I'm sorry, it's such a tiny piece, I don't think it will actually rip very well. Okay, so there's that. So there's my shopping list. This is my to-do list, which I'll probably go ahead and layer a to-do there in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put down my Instagram stickers. I'm still going to go ahead and use my Planner Cait ones. I'm just going to do a variety of colors, I think. I'll do a yellow one. Since this is just such a colorful spread, I don't think that it'll look terrible. I'm going to try and still, I've kind of not been doing so great on Instagram the last week or so, pretty much since probably Lucas has been born, because we just already have talked about that. You know, it's just an adjustment period. So I'm still going to try and do this though while I am gone, especially when I'm traveling, because maybe I'll have some fun stuff to show you guys. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, head over there and do that. I'm going to try and do some Instagram stories while I'm gone as well. Just kind of telling you guys about how things are going and all of that fun stuff. I'm going to use my little fork and knife because I can't not use them, you know, I just love them. And I will only have to do 2 meals this week, but I do need to make sure that I have some stuff planned for my kids that are going to be home, because Katie will have to work in the evenings, and I just need to make sure I have some stuff for the girls Like they can prepare it themselves, but I just need to make sure that we have all the ingredients and kind of give them a little bit of a game plan. All right, there's that. I've got some room for some photos, which I like because I probably will add them when we get. So that time my memory card was full. The struggle bus is real, you guys, and it is here. Okay, so anyways, I have no idea what I was saying, but I do have these checklist add-ons from Planner Cait. So they're part of the 2019-2020 add-ons, and these are for the sidebar. So I think I'm just going to use these. I mean, the colors aren't absolutely great, but it works, and I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so I'm going to just, let's see, peel this one off and just put it over the top right there. And then I need 4 so that I can mark my YouTube videos for the week. Well, that's not working. It says it's for the sidebar, but maybe not the hourly sidebar. Oh, it's because I picked the wrong one. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes, that works fine. So let me trim that. All right, I think that's about it. This is definitely a different type of layout for me. I don't absolutely hate it, but it will take me a little bit of time to get used to it. So every once in a while, it is good to stretch our comfort zones and do some things that maybe we haven't done before, right guys? So let's see if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, no, I did want to mark payday, just so I don't forget. And I have these stickers from the Plan to Plan sticker company, and well, maybe I'm not going to use them. They're not coming off the sheet. There we go. I've had these for a little while and I have not used them. So all I'm going to do, I think, is just put it right here over that thin washi sheet, and I think that'll be fine. So I have these little icons from Planner Cait. I'm going to go ahead and add in a couple of those. Like, let's cover up this little paw print with that one just to change up the color a little bit. What else do I want to do? Let's use this little backpack for packing. We'll use this little apple right here for Liberty's first day of school. I don't usually use these icons very much, so I'm happy to actually have a little bit of a use for them. If I could get that one on there straight. So there's the payday one. Let's see, what else do I want to use? Let's use this one because I know we're going to go out. I'm actually going to take that fork and knife off and use this fork and spoon icon. That's kind of fun. What else? What else? Let's use this little credit card one for our shopping list, even though we're not going to be putting it on a credit card. We're going to pay cash. That's still kind of fun. I think that's about it. I don't really have anything else that probably would work. And then I wanted to see if I could find a quote or something to add. So let's see what I have. Oh, I like this one. Let's see where I can fit that. It says, arriving at one goal is the start of another. So I think that's it. If you're new to my channel, please do hit the red subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. Give this video a big thumbs up. You can hit the bell notification if you want to be notified of future uploads. And I think that is about it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.